Things have been moving in the Cosmere. There's the recent news about a Mistborn adaptation in the works, and I'm sure we're gonna see more news on that very soon. I want to make a whole video going over what I would like to see for a Mistborn adaptation, but there's also some exciting stuff going on with the Stormlight Archive, which is what we're going to be talking about today. Drop a like, subscribe, and grab your shard blades. I want to talk about the Stormlight miniature set. This news has kind of dropped like a week ago now, and I just wasn't able to cover it even though I really wanted to because I've been in the middle of moving, which is why I have a new location. But anyway, Brotherwise Games has launched a Kickstarter to fund production on a brand new set of miniatures based on the best-selling Stormlight Archive series by Brandon Sanderson. Now, the miniature set includes 24 characters from the first 4 books with an additional 4 figures added to the set if some of the campaign stretch goals are reached. What I think is super cool about this is that we're seeing some of the characters in their visual form for the first time. Warning, some of these images may have some spoilers for the Stormlight Archive because they have characters from Rhythm of War and they have events that happened throughout the series. You've been warned.
That's one of the reasons that I was really excited about this project is the chance to take some time and really flesh out visually what our characters look like. And we're going to see this in all sorts of things starting here. You'll start seeing official depictions of Kaladin and the other characters in our leather bounds, in the products that we make, and it's all starting right here.
Now, one of these figures is a 12-inch 1/110th scale Kaladin versus Szeth resin figurine, which is recreating their battle from Words of Radiance, and it is absolutely beautiful. Honestly, I think that would look really cool on my shelf next to the leather bounds. I'm very tempted, but my wallet is telling me no. We also got a figure of Kaladin in his shard plate from Rhythm of War, and this one looks incredible as well. By the way, this is not sponsored. I am not trying to sell something. I am just a Stormlight fan that's pretty excited about this. Now, there are different pledge levels that you can sign up for with the Kickstarter. The $30 pledge gets you 7 miniatures, and I think my favorite here is probably the Assassin Szeth. Also, apparently there's going to be the Lopin bonus miniature, which is obviously going to be the best. I'm really looking forward to the Wit and the Taravangian figures, but can I just give a shout out to Pattern? I love Pattern, and I think that figure is awesome. The Bondsmith Dalinar and Yasna figurine from the $80 set I think look awesome. Also the Heavenly one, just from the silhouette alone, looks so badass. The tiers keep on going. If you want to spend all of your life savings, you're free to do so. There's a huge like Chasm Fiend figure that looks incredible. Unfortunately, the Kaladin versus Szeth figurine is pretty expensive. I think that is like that one is the all-in tier for $475. It does look very nice, but it's pretty pricey. I shouldn't do that. Now, Brotherwise Games has been working with Brandon and the Dragonsteel team since 2020 when they released the expansion pack to the Call to Adventure board game or card game.
Well, we had made one game with them before, Stormlight Call to Adventure, and they were just super easy to work with. We really enjoyed the process.
I never did play that one, but it looks pretty awesome, and I'm excited to see more stuff like this happening for the Cosmere. And for Call to Adventure, Brotherwise worked with Isaac Stewart, the art director from Dragonsteel, to come up with over 100 different illustrations for the Stormlight Archive. But here, they're bringing those illustrations and those character designs into 3D, as well as designing characters that have never been depicted before. I think this is so exciting, and Brandon Sanderson himself is a gamer. He likes tabletop RPGs, and I think this is perfect for the Stormlight Archive. Now, Johnny O'Neill from Brotherwise Games, who spent a decade working in the toy industry before getting into tabletop RPGs, was asked about whether they're going to continue making more Cosmere miniatures down the line if this Kickstarter is successful, and he answered that that's the plan. And it seems like fans are more than happy to back this Kickstarter because on the very first day, it reached more than 1 million, and it was fully funded in under 5 minutes. Considering his last one, it seems like Brandon Sanderson and Kickstarter get along really, really well. It must be meant to be. Honestly, I think that the Cosmere is going to have a huge impact on pop culture as soon as there's some sort of adaptation. which it seems like we're going to be seeing with Mistborn pretty soon. And he goes on to say these figures are going to be fully compatible with a tabletop Stormlight Archive game that is in development with Brotherwise Games and Dragonsteel Entertainment. And I am just so hyped for that. Yes, you can have my money. I will play that. But I need to find friends that like the Stormlight Archive, or just friends in general. Now, he also mentioned that these sets are primarily focused on the protagonist, but he would like to show some adversaries in some future sets. And they also want to make another set when the 5th book comes out. Let me know in the comments what characters or enemies you would like to see miniatures of from the Stormlight Archive, also just from the Cosmere in general, because I think some Mistborn miniatures would be so awesome. Just imagine a giant Koloss towering over the miniatures, or like a Mistwraith or something. I haven't funded the Kickstarter yet myself, but I think I might have to. But what do you think of these miniatures? Are you going to be backing this Kickstarter? Let me know in the comments, and let me know if you want to see more stuff happen like this for other fantasy series that you're a fan of. The Wheel of Time, Malazan, The Witcher. I think those are all series that would work so well to have miniatures. Anyway, that's it for this video. You can leave now, you absolute airsick lowlander.